Hey guys, I bet you're wondering what this video is about. Well, I did a challenge where I played Misery the game on the hardest difficulty, hardcore, which means if you die, you permanently die and you have to restart the world. And I decided, I was gonna get the achievement for surviving 100 days. Isn't this great? And I may have lost a little bit of my brain cells while doing that, and I decided to start turning people into gnomes. The gnomes are the things that are translated as dwarves in English because dumb me, I don't read. I don't do it. I don't like it. It's stupid. Reading is for dummies. You ever read War and Peace? Isn't that fun? All right. Anyways. I hit my 100 days. I did it. I know. Yes. Stop cheering. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve the cheering. Anyways, I turned too many people into gnomes that actually I ran out of gnomes during that series. So now I've decided to do this overtime series to fulfill all of those requests and also maybe occasionally take an additional one because I think it's fun and funny and you guys seem to like it. So welcome to Misery Overtime, and it's going to be a completely normal video game series on YouTube, and it's not going to be weird, there's not going to be any crazy stuff happening, and you're not going to be subjected to strange happenings at all. Except for the fact that we're on the hardcore difficulty, and if I die, I lose the entire save, all the base, and all the gnome requests, and I fail the mission. And also, I've decided not to scavenge any food at all, because I'm going to use all the food stores I already have, so I could starve during this. I could die of starvation. All right, that's normal. That's a normal intro. I've done it, guys. It's a completely normal one, and go. All right, everybody. Welcome to Misery Overtime. This is day 101, and I don't even know what kind of zone we're going to get today. Of course, I've already hopefully explained in the other more detailed intro what's going on here, so I'm going to go check my inventory. We've got a lot of stuff. And we're gonna go see what kind of zone we have. I apparently have a bunch of sledgehammers. It's been like a week since I actually more than a week. It's been like 2 since I've actually touched this game. So trying to, I know where I was in my headspace. It's just, the remembering part where I'm like, oh, what was I doing last? So let's see what kind of zone we got. We may skip it, we may not. We know our goal, and looks like we got ourselves, if I had to guess, I don't think this is apartments, but this already looks a lot. I don't remember seeing this roller coaster cart type deal here in the plain or the wooded area per se. So I know it is a wooded area because the helicopters, that's our dead giveaway. So I'm going to do a quick wrap around explore type deal. Let's see if we find anything, and I'll skip parts that seem a bit mundane or anticlimactic. Right now I'm not even going to loot that one. And as I think I said, no food shall be picked up. We're going to rely on all the food that we've gathered. If I can't gnome all the gnomes that I said I'd gnome, that was a sentence I just said out loud. Jeez, Toasty. And then we'll starve, and that'll be the end of it. I gotta pick up this large crop. Don't ask. It'll come into play later. Toasty always has a plan. Why is my inventory full? It's because it's full of sledgehammers. Dude, what is wrong with me? I came all this way. I'm in the right biome, but my pockets are just lined with sledgehammers. Just realized I also picked up seeds. I'm just gonna sell those. We can't use them. If it comes down to it, I'll maybe put up a vote or something in the post tab, depending on how you guys feel about it. We could probably pick up seeds or something, or create seeds using our crafting station. It would just be up to you guys, since I have the ability to. I have the chemical crafting station. I think there's still probably some good stuff in that poppy seed field we could pick up, but I'm gonna skip ahead and go straight for the helicopters. Also, I could pick up the red mushrooms with white spots. Those are not going to be considered food items. I would never eat those anyways. They're primarily going to be considered supplies used for creating anti-rad. This is a potential bandit camp if I were. Yep, there it is. There it is. Got him. No. 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 I want to pick up the metal canned food so bad because of the... When you eat them, you get the metal scrap. Metal scrap is so important in this game. So I feel like I've limited myself in that way, but it's fine. Speaking of hunger, we've just got our hunger bar to move, which, not good. Actually, really bad. Let's see, where are we at? I think we can live a little bit. Ammo, that's good. A TOZ I can sell. Alright, I've gotten everything I need out of here. Maybe we can see if we can get an artifact? If we can get this thing to tick a little bit. It's not, so I think it's time we make our leave. We head back to base again and dump what we got, because I need to go eat food. And I think, honestly, we're just gonna stop, you know, dicking around, because that's essentially what we're doing right now. Hey, a deer. One shot with the shotgun. I'm taking the meat, but not to eat. We're not allowed to eat the meat. Alright, I'm gonna search all these guys first. I think it's all rusted weapons, no food. Yeah, all the food should be in here. And we have a lot of it. I think we'll go with the swamper arm and then eat some roaches to get our hunger back. And then maybe a cucumber and a carrot. There we go. Now we're full again. Oh, that's a little bit concerning. The UI is blocking our ability to... There we go. And of course we have tons of food. I don't gotta worry too much right now, but we've already did a tiny dent. I'm gonna drop what I got into some of these. Okay, that's no longer our shotgun thing. I did find a bunch of medical supplies, which is nice. Definitely gonna need those. Did the wooden boxes get buffed? Because I swear some of these were full. You know what I mean? I don't actually know, because this is fitted weird. Okay, we got a dangerous thing. No ticks, so we'll ignore it. If I'm seeing this, I think that means we're near a gnome spawn. And I can prove it. Yes! Okay, right off the bat, we just gotta find them all. One, there's usually 4 specifically here. Alright, well, 2 more. There's 2 more. 1 more. Free gas can right here, by the way. Always next to this motorcycle. Get the guns ready, honestly. I feel like we're gonna find this guy near bandits. Deer. I feel like it's my goal to just run and gun shoot him on spot, but I gotta debate on that one. And money, things I can't take. More things I can't take, sadly. We're gonna need this scrap and vodka. The safe has food, can't take it. Moving on. Dude, it's going over the goddamn place I'm trying to loot. I just hope we didn't lose any little gnome guys in the process. Oh, there he is. Okay, there's gnome number 4. I believe that was plane number 1. I'm not sure. I'm checking my little clock. Everything looks fairly normal. I think we got like 5 minutes left, at least in recording time. I might start taking rifle gun parts just because the Mosins. Bullets. That guy with a saw. Advanced toolbox. I don't think I'm going to need that for anything. But this beginner toolbox, on the other hand. Food I can't take. That was pretty much everything in that room. That room's usually the one that has all the good stuff. We can search the bodies. I'm also now coming under the realization, as I skip over all these chocolate bars, that if I were to continue to do this as a no food challenge, like no looting food, then we've now created a scenario in which our resources for giving us more energy are now way more limited than they were. So there's a chance that we're going to be just dealing with our raw energy as we have it, and right now we're only at a 0.25% left, which is not fantastic. There is also a chance that we still have... I wish... For some reason, I thought I could pull out a watch. I don't know why I thought that I could do that. That'd be a cool addition to add to the game. Like, I know we're not supposed to know, but if you made, like, some sort of watch mechanic that you can only get from, like, bunkers, and it's, like, a really low chance spawn rate, that'd be really cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're officially in the snow. It's snowing all the time now. I am just trying to do a quick look around, really. Alright, that was all the looking we can do. We gotta go back now. And believe it or not, because of my energy levels, I should probably just consume this and gun it back. Man, when it's snowy and foggy at the same time, it's really white in this game. This is the whitest game I've ever played. Alright, it is already day 102. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking to save the gnoming process for the end of the episode. And of course, like, because my goal here is to hunt and find gnomes and then add them to my collection of gnomes. Any biome that doesn't have anything crazy going on in it, I might only do brief clips of. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Let me know how you feel down below. But I can give you little survival tidbits and updates based off of things like how much food we still have and how much stuff we've collected to sell. Because some of these days, if it's like, oh, this is a biome not worth searching, I'd rather just use that day to just sell a ton of stuff. Put our gnomes in here for now. I have to rotate that to make room for gnomes. Right now we're at 4, which is a good number, honestly. Fantastic. Another weird thought that I had while organizing stuff is it's going to be very interesting seeing how our water rations hold out, considering water is one of those resources where we're always going to need it, and it's always diminishing. But technically, it's not like we're going to be able to get more of it since our food and water resources are capped. But there's all these wells. So maybe growing food is on the table, maybe it isn't. Because then our only resource of getting water after we've run out of essentially water flasks and water bottles is going to be the cucumbers and tomatoes. That's it. That's all of it. All right, I've reorganized everything. Let's see what this day has for, and it's a bunker. All right, if I see anything cool. I think I'm looking at death in the face. That's what it looks like on my end. Let's see, can I shoot death from the face from over here? It's really fucking dark in this bunker, guys. I'm not enjoying how dark it is. I also feel... I've been playing Enlisted recently. I don't know how you guys feel about that with a different channel. And shout out to them real quick. But coming back to Misery and seeing like the way that the reticle is with the fucking gun when you aim down sights is so goofy and so disorienting. It's like I've forgotten how to do it. Oh my god, it's so dark. All right, well. Come on closer. That's one. There's another. Backing up, backing up. I want a solid line. Make it easy. There we go. 2 shots. He's down. Swap guns. Reload this one. Something doesn't feel right. Push up a little bit. Check my corners. My radiation's going up. I'm backing off. There's 2 dead ghouls in front of me, right? But I don't know how safe it is to progress in, because usually there's a screamer guy and then potentially a 3rd or 4th ghoul. And maybe a 2nd and 3rd screamer guy. I am going to swap to our rad suit. Looks like there's only 2 entrances. Our rads are in fact going up, but going up real slowly. We can search this box. And we are getting fucked up. We're getting fucked up real bad, actually. Some of you may say that we have artifacts for this, Toasty. I don't know why you're doing it the way that you are. In which I say I agree with you. You're so right, man. But I like my stamina artifacts. Maybe it's an emotional support thing. Nothing. Backing up. I know I'm wearing the military vest because we get the extra slots, but maybe we can go to our inventory and swap it out for this guy. It would fit if it let me. Alright, let's see if that actually benefits us now. According to patch notes, it's always being fixed or patched in some way. Our radiation is in fact still going up. It does slightly feel like it's slightly more tolerable. I don't think I've actually explored this room before, and I'm getting radiation sickness again, backing off. Our radiation is going down like really fast though, I will say that much. Whatever we're wearing is benefiting us in some capacity. It is just not in HP form. Let's just see if we can... I don't like this. I don't like this door. Dude, the bunkers are creepier and hella cool at the same time. I kind of appreciate that. I'm in the kitchen of what I think is a mess hall. I think I've been here before. I'm not seeing anything worth grabbing, though. We're gonna walk away. Moving up ahead, I did kill one screamer over here. This place feels different. I'm dying. Dude, I want to explore so bad, but it's just not safe. Let's heal up a bit, dude. That was a little risky on my end. I did walk away with some stuff, but I think this is going to be a... So the way that I broke it down in my head is days that feel too dangerous to actually do anything on are going to be days that I specifically go out of my way to sell a bunch of items that I don't need. I did not walk away with a military jacket. One thing I do want to do in this overtime series, because people have requested it, is I want to get an exoskeleton. I got all the supplies for it really early on in the 100-day challenge, and I still don't have what I need for it. You know what I mean? And just for proof that I'm not hoarding the meat to cook it, I am selling it right in front of you right now. We're on a trust system at the current moment. Where I need you to trust that I am a man of my word. Same goes for these cucumber seeds I picked up earlier. 1 ruble, isn't that nice? If we grew them, we could have sold them for way more, actually. I kind of want to grow them. I want to grow them, and I want to sell them. Are you telling me we could eat the seeds? We ended up walking away with a ton of money. So I'm going to buy a ton of scrap. As I reacquaint myself with this game, I remembered that I need to stop selling deer skins so that I can make gun cleaning kits and sewing kits, because that is how we are keeping our armor from breaking down, which is ultimately protecting us from all the damage. There's a reason why Toasty can go through so many gunshots and axe wounds to the head without flinching at all. Guys, I did it. All it took was several sledgehammers, but I have found the ending of the bunker. I've never actually dug this far before. I was trying to do it for a bit, but... Yep, this is the end. This is what it looks like. It's a completely different texture than the walls and the floors, so that's how you know right off the bat. But as you can also see, on the top of your screen, there's no health bar when looking at it, so... Alright. I actually still don't know how deep this is. I did not count. It's a bit dark in here, guys, since there's not really a lot of lights, but the little gnome planning room has been expanded into a whole room. I'm planning on figuring out what to do with this and making it something interesting. But also, have you ever heard of the Winchester family curse or whatever, where the people that created the Winchester brand rifles and guns and other things felt so guilty, or one of them was so superstitious and felt guilty enough, they just kept adding more and more and more twists and turns and pieces of their mansion so that the ghosts of the people that haunt them can't find them or whatever. Yeah, that's slowly what this bunker is becoming. Welcome to day 103, everybody. I am going to check and see what type of zone we have acquired. This is perfect. Maybe we'll find some gnomes out here, because that is a campsite if I've ever seen one. Toasty, what are you doing back at base? You might ask yourself after just going outside, and the answer to that question is I have just realized I did not eat food. That is going to be a challenge. Maybe I'll just keep, like, a small ration of goodies to eat inside my pocket at all times, because I am not... That's not food. Why is that in there? I'm not planning ahead well enough. We also found a Mosin, which is good. We can always use more Mosins. I'm going to make a completely new rack for guns and start collecting more Mosins because it's fun. As soon as I figure out where I can stick a Mosin without using too much space. Swamp people. There might be more. There's a man. There was a man. Swamp guy. What did you have? No bullets? There should be one more swamp guy. There he is. At least he's nice enough to let us reload. Alright, come on. Our axe broke. Our gun is an axe. I see a man. There was a man. You just try to catcall me? Oh, I missed. Hold up. Oh, I missed again. Hold up. Oh, my gun broke. Never mind. He'll live for like 2 more seconds. Alright, I'm gonna pick water up anytime I... But I have a plan for it. Don't worry. It's not gonna be used for what you think it will. Also, cigarettes don't count as food. I needed to put that rule out there right now, just in case you guys got it twisted. I know what they can do. I know that they can cure hunger, but we are allowing cigarettes to be part of the fold. Because they only cure so much hunger. It's not like I could smoke my way to full health, right? Right? I think we're near a bandit camp. We are near a bandit camp. Okay. So far, nothing that is screaming gnomes to me. You know what I mean? Yep, there's one down there. I don't know how much weapon durability we have for the shotgun, but might as well use all of it, right? Alright, move in, move in, move in. Got him. What did they have? I don't want that. I took it twice. What? A third guy? That guy had the moves. Dude, they all have food on them. A gun, huh? If we were collecting food, we'd have so much of it just from this one camp. It would be beautiful. Okay. I grabbed water bottles, and I have a specific purpose for them. They're not going to be included within our food selection. I'm going to keep them in this box right here, which means they'd be outside the base. Which may seem weird, but I'm using them specifically for construction purposes, rather than for subsistence purposes. Purposes? God damn it, Toasty, say words. Of course, I still have food I was growing before in the last series, so I'm going to include that all into our food supply. That does still count. Everything else grown from this point on is going straight up to be sold. It's only to be sold, and that is its only purpose. I can't lie to you guys, our SVD rifle is broken right now, so I kind of don't know what I want to do with it at the moment. I'm thinking of just putting it away for now. Because I have a fixed pistol I could be using. I think that's what I want to do. Alright, let's hope we get a zone with some gnomes. Right now, so far so good. Apartment zone. I guess I could kind of search this place, see if I can find some weapon repair kits. Something's getting hit by this. Okay, I got hit that time, but what's hitting? Is it inside the building over here? Is that what's going on? There's like one in here. No, that doesn't explain it. I did find a dead military camp. Interesting. Ooh, this is a good dead military camp. You got the broken assault helmet. A broken AK, that's a good find. What else can we find here? We got a broken toilet, that's fun. Alright, I think that's it for this building. We're gonna hide down these stairs, we should be fine. I see some floating boxes right there. That's gonna mean some more military gear. I just noticed my insanity bar has gone up quite a bit, and I was not paying attention to it. Food update, guys. We have officially cleared one of our food boxes. It was probably the least filled one of them all, but now we're slowly making our way through this one. I have learned that some foods, because they give you thirst and hunger, it's like I drank a bottle of water, filled up my thirst bar fully, right? And then I was like, well, now I need to conserve which foods I'm eating, because if I eat the wrong ones, I'm going to get thirst on top of that, and that's going to screw over my overall supply. I'm saying as I, like, have the means to be okay. Maybe I'll start to... Maybe I'm starting off on the wrong foot. I want to eat the big things first. Like, the 2 jars of food I have somewhere I can't seem to find. But anyways, I am reorganizing right now my inventory because it's kind of full and I don't want to search those apartments again. At least not yet. There, I've given our 2 gnomes that I said I'd give a mannequin shrine of deer head to. It's like I've found a way to somehow still have deer heads be placed inside our base. There we go. Just... maybe the chest. Yeah. Oh, now I gotta wait. There we go. Bam. This is so stupid. Look at this from this perspective. Look how dumb this looks. It's just, you turn your head, there's always a deer. Oh my god. That's perfect. That's beautiful. We're gonna get him a leather jacket outfit or something. Or, I mean, I have tons of outfits on. Is this bag in use? No, it's not, because I have a ton of them. And then we'll take this police vest. Yes. Yes. We will nickname him Deerman. That is Deerman. It kind of looks like a mannequin's just holding it up. I mean, if his hands were like forward, if we could pose mannequins. I have an idea of what to spam in the discussion tab of the Steam library right now. Dude, the physics of this is getting a little wacky. Look at this. It's playing it off like I could place it right there, but then it'd just be floating and that'd look weird. Maybe that's what was going on with the wires. Weird. Alright, let's see if like the wires can even reach that far into the base to begin with, because that's a crazy distance. All right, interesting news. It can. It's just more or less, can I get the thing to connect? Because it's not recognizing it. Like, it does right here, but doesn't right there. Even though it's right where I need it to be. Hold up, maybe. There we go. Now I gotta run back and see if the wire, like, fucked up at any point. There's no noticeable wiring issues. I think we did it. I got one more lamp to turn on right now, and then we'll see. This one's not going to be super deep in the base. But now I know I need to get more things that make energy. You know what I mean? Time to go through my food. No, I can't go through that stuff. I gotta go through the fridges now. Alright, that was it. That was all I could go through. Alright, everybody. It is day 106. I don't know what kind of zone we have. Our inventory is pretty clear. Let's hope to get some gnomes. The mosin in the field is really, really shines during the winter. Nice. We got a bunker. This is fine. I know exactly what kind of bunker we got. Yes. I'll take that. I'll take this. Nothing I want there. Nothing I necessarily want there. Med kit, that's nice. POZ shotgun I can't use. I am seeing that our rads are going up, so I'm gonna pop a couple of these guys. On the other side of the doorway, it looks like we got another one of these. Radiation, I'm still watching it. It is still going up. Okay. We're at the point where we gotta start watching. Dude, it looks like another one right there. Hold up. Consume that. Alright, we're gonna leave this spot. This is not good. Our rads are still going up. Rads are going down now. I found a trove of helmets. I'm gonna take them. I don't need them, but I'm gonna take them. What kind of parts are these? Shotgun? Rats are going up again. And I found a melody of random uniforms. I'm gonna consume the last of our rad stuff, and then we're gonna go back to base. some people may end up getting confused as to why I'm picking up so many things like helmets and clothes, but it's mostly just because I don't know if I'm going to be mannequining more people. I also ended up picking up a ton of posters. Guys, I just used 3 of these blood packs and remembered that using them actually depletes my hunger, so that's an interesting thing I need to take into consideration again. I was not thinking about that when I was eating, or using them, per se. Alright, I have things I need to sell. We're gonna have to grab all the selling stuff, honestly. Selling the carrots and the tomatoes. Someone told me that I could hide in the shop and I should survive the zone change, but I don't want to risk it yet. I'll do it in a normal save and see first. Alright, I emptied those tables out that I had food in. I'm double checking some of my other stuff. I didn't realize how much food I actually had up until now. And we are officially on day 7. I think I'm gonna call this my last one for this video. Last video, I'd record up to at least 3 hours and 30 minutes worth of footage and then cut it down to like roughly an hour. This one, I'd like to do a little bit less just to give myself a little bit of leniency. But I'll let you guys decide down below. You guys can tell me if you like the old way better or if you prefer less. Oh my goodness, perfect. And we have tons of vodka. I just need to move it over to my inventory. Right off the bat, we're lucky. We spawn right next to Gnome spawn, and we've got 3 that spawn here all the time. Give me these. And I didn't bring an axe with me. I feel like I should, but I didn't. But I don't need to go and run back to base. I think there's usually an axe that spawns here. Right there. Perfect. It's like I'm missing an item in my inventory, and I don't know what it is. It was this guy. It would start to get dark the second I need to start seeing what I'm doing. And of course, I'm not gonna just stop searching right here now that I've got gnomes. We need to make sure that we've gotten the maximum amount. We're gonna try to avoid the ghosts. I should be safe right here. Should be. That was really close to my face. No Papa Shah. But I get its bullets. I don't even need them. This is just greed. Okay, that's a maze. I don't want to go in the maze. The maze is useless. Seeing a campsite biome with the Baba Yaga house. We will not go there. I'm seeing a lot of anomalies, actually. Tents are always a reliable place for medical supplies and food. I'm saying this like anybody watching this video right now hasn't already watched a bunch of the videos I've made on Misery and don't know what things do what at this point. Some of you guys are probably better at this game than me right now. Some of you have screamed at your screen today saying, Toasty, I don't know why you do the things you do the way that you do them. And I'm here to say I don't know either, man. More medical supplies, pistol parts. I might take those. I'm not going to take those. Broken AK. I think the backpacks are glitched again. Sometimes these updates, they break backpacks, and then backpacks become kind of unusable for a second. Or they're still usable, they're just not, like, they're frustrating because it's like, oh, there's an empty slot there, but it's saying that there isn't. This feels like a 3x3 biome. Sometimes I feel like they're bigger than that, but today we got a 3x3. So I think we searched every chunk, or at least most of them. You know what? It's day 7. We might as well get into some shenanigans real quick. Just get some combat. There you are. He did not have anything on him. They have food. I'm taking the seeds still. I have a plan for the... What is this? There's a lot of different languages going on here. Or at least 2 that I can see that are different. 3. Any translators... Oh, parking is not available. It's in English. Alright, don't translate that. I'm assuming that's what it says, unless one of you just read something completely different. There's an artifact right here, and I can't see it. Maybe if I go in third person? Is it above me? Cool. Okay. We're gonna check out what the jewelry box is in a moment. I need to head back to base, because I think we have run out of things to look at already. Unless I somehow mysteriously happen upon more gnomes. The lake here is telling me I might. Nope, this is just where I spawned. Alright, I'm gonna read what the artifact, the jewelry box does, which is funny because it's like you would think with a guy like me who has hundreds of hours in this game, I would actually know what these things do beforehand, but because I never... the rarity of getting artifacts sometimes is so high that getting a different one, you can go through this whole game for 100 hours and not see all the artifacts, even though there's like, I think 10. Stimulates the nervous system, causing a surge of energy, temporarily dulling the feeling of hunger. So you get more hunger, more thirst, and 40 stamina. Let's look at our artifacts right now. It is technically better than our spinning tops. The thing is that we lose health by doing it, but we gain hunger and thirst. So I almost feel like it's time. It's time we make the big swap so that we can run longer. Because like I said before, we're only ever going to slowly start losing our ability to use energy drinks as get out of jail free cards. I'm of course going to reorganize my inventory for a bit, and then we can begin the gnome segment. Because now that it's day 7, I want to clean things up, get things finished off. All right, now for the gnomes. We are here for gnomes now. Lily Black says, "Hey, you're a deer, dear." Not like that, but you know, Lily, we can't be having none of that. You're coming with me. Lily, I don't think I'm that deer, okay? Listen, I'm just gonna put you, see this little deer head in this weird back room that makes no sense? You're gonna sit right there, and I'm gonna give you back your little hat to stay warm and your trash, because you said I was neat, and I disagree. I think I'm quite cluttered, actually. Not if you look down this hallway. This hallway actually looks pretty clear for now, but we can work on that. We can work on that. What else? You can have this deer head. Oh, you're at max weight. You can't carry a deer head. You know what? Right there. There you go. Now you're a deer. Let's see you come back from that one. All right, I have 7 gnomes to place. Let's do them all. I have a nice little thing going. First is coming from some guy, some dude. F6J says they're not dwarves. They're gnomes. All right, I don't like that one. I don't like it. Take two? Take two on that one? All right, so let's get on to the gnoming process. First, some dude, F6J, says they're dwarves, not gnomes. I bet he said that because he can read, and he read the word dwarf on top of them. Yeah, you know what, some guy? You're an elf. How about that? I know it says dwarf up right there when I look at it, but you're no better than a small little elf with your little beard and your little hat. I bet you build all sorts of toys for Santa all the time. You know what? Shame on you, cause guess what's next? Sigismundshe, which I have no idea if I said that correctly at all. I'm placing him right here. And he gave us a whole bunch of translations for some of the language in this game that is typed out on cans and various objects that I can't read, because I speak English. But he says, by the way, it's a fact that gnomes are, and he typed a bunch of words I can't read, domove. Domovye? Maybe that's how you say it? Domovye. Is that it? I'm probably saying that so wrong. It's house spirits in Slavic folklore, the Soviet cartoons meme. In The Witcher, they were called godlings. Yes, technically, they are closer to gnomes than to dwarves. But in fact, if we take the German Scandinavian mythology, then they are not gnomes, but tomte, which I don't know if I said that correct either. Also, house kobolds, or brownie in England. You can now open the window. Thank you. Look at that. It turns out they're not dwarves after all. This was just a choice of localization, potentially. Because my dumb American stubbornness of just taking things at face value and not looking into other cultures stepped in. But not me. I am the man who proclaims that this doesn't make any sense. These must be gnomes, because dwarves, historically, are always in caves and they're always digging holes. Have you ever heard that song? You know, the one where they're digging holes all the time, and they're dwarves and they're proud and they're happy because they're digging holes? I hope it's running through your head right now, some dude, if you're even watching this still. Even this Barbie girl here says that in Russian it's pronounced domovoy. And for this knowledge, they demand 2 domovoys in my base, and they love my videos. So 1 domovoy there, and then another domovoy there, right next to this house elf. Then we've got Super Diltendo over here saying 100% agree, they are gnomes. I've always called them that. He gets it. He gets to be a gnome. But then we've got other things that people tend to call them. Then we've got Jeremy Rabolo over here, 2792, who says, please let me be a gnome. He's a gnome right there. And we've got all sorts of fun little characters now. Fun, whimsical little creatures that all have beards and hats, that all serve different purposes, and they're shorter than your average man. All the little people, all of them. Then lastly, we got Gremlanikin, who also has a gnome somewhere, I forgot where, but they wanted another one for their cat. And I commemorate that, Gremlanikin, the mannequin. You get a cat gnome too. I gotta move fast, because we're about to enter day 9, and I didn't even intend for it. Oh god. Nico, fucking Neko, I don't know how to say that. I'm not a part of this little culture thing. I've seen this everywhere on the internet, but they asked for a mannequin with a starter kit, so I'm gonna give it to them. So, bam, there's a mannequin here, and then for the starter kit, I've decided that you deserve this backpack, this little hazmat suit, an axe, of course, because a knife, because why not? This little clown horn, I can't give it to you as a secondary. A picture to remind you of what you're fighting for. A beer, a rusted can, and a grenade. That seems like a decent starter kit. Fuck, do I have any hats? You know, maybe a little bit of armor plating, just to give you a little bit of extra padding. You always want a little bit of extra padding. Did I take anything else? Thought I did. Well, I thought I gave you more. Hold on. There has to be something. I got until the bombs, until the new zone. Do I need to get any cool hats? Yeah, this motorcycle helmet seems cool. Wait. This. Yes, and then this helmet's right here. This is good. And then this rig, is there anything in it? I gotta go. I'm gonna run out of time. Ow. My legs. Okay, and you get this little rig. This is a good starting item. This mask is a great starting item, and this helmet just to keep you safe. There you go. You look beautiful. You can't even see. It's a little goofy. It's a little tiny bit goofy, but this is... oh, shoot. Alright, guys, it's day 109, and, that was not what I intended. I thought I was going to do 7 days. I ended up doing more, but it's okay. 1 bonus day isn't going to hurt anybody. If you guys like this series, if you like this video, if this is the first time you've ever seen this channel, hit the like, hit the subscribe. It only benefits me. Yeah, I don't even know if it benefits you. It all depends on whether or not you even like my videos. Bye-bye.